Margie's here. We wouldn't want to be late.
Mm. No lateness.
No. Hey, Margie. Whoop, whoop. Happy Monday. Altered playing cards, also known as ATCs. Could be. Yeah, they could be used as ATCs. Absolutely. I'm trying to get my YouTube on up here so I can see it. Hang on. Almost there. There we are. Okay, let's go. Awesome. Hey, Glynis. Hello, hello. Hi, Julie. Had a second of don't tell me to get up early and live is not on. Well, of course we're on. Hi, Joanne. Are you available to craft with us today? That's awesome. That is awesome.
Hey, Dawn.
And hey, oh, is Dawn here? I didn't even see Dawn
Yeah,
yet.
she just came up.
Oh, there she is. Hey, Dawn.
Make sure that you're on to, because I wasn't caught up to live, so I just touched it and it came up.
Hey, Dawn. And Dawn Marie is here with me today. Gonna make some altered cards. So specifically what I wanted to do today was inspired by Shinuki Art. Shanna over at Shinuki Art. She made these. She does the full deck challenge where they go through and they do 52 cards in the deck and then I think they're on deck 2. I think she's on deck 2 now. And so this is part of deck 2. And so the prompt for her was frame, mushroom, and I don't remember what the other one was. So she put a mushroom here and she cut this out. See how that's cut out? And that became the frame instead of putting a frame on the card. And I thought that was a cute idea because you could then use this as a frame on a page in a book where you want to frame something or highlight something. Just put it over it. Or you could just put it, glue it down and let it be a tuck spot somewhere. But that's kind of cute, isn't it? Hang on, I'm going to do this for a second just to make sure you can see. And are we focusing? There we are. We are focusing pretty well there. Awesome. Okay, so she made it with a mushroom. I made this one with one of the little people from the Tim Holtz Little People. They tend to be just the mini paper dolls. They're just about the right size. I have some things that are fussy cut out of books that could be used as well. I think also another nice thing, I haven't glued this one down, so we'll show you the process. Another nice thing would be die cuts. So this came out of, I think it was Stamperia Provence, the lavender book. This is one of the die cuts out of there. Die cuts are fussy cuts. You don't have to have the die cut pack. For that, I thought that would make a pretty one. Got a couple other little ballerina. She would make a pretty little one. I was looking for some mushrooms. I didn't have, these guys are doing here, didn't have any mushrooms. Well, I do, but they're tiny. Oh, I need to go out and get some of my tiny cards, and these mushrooms would go on tiny cards. I grabbed some large cards, some large Disney cards, and thought we could try a large one. There's some kind of medium ones and then standard size ones. So we'll try a bunch of different ones. Let's see here. Hi, Linda. Linda came in. Hello, hello. Margie's been framed. I've been framed.
Julie, I don't really think that you need to have one of those little people. I made it with the person off the card who was Gossamer. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a Gossamer, put some vintage Gossamer lace and a handkerchief on it.
So that's a good point, because if I cut this out, I could fussy cut out Mickey and use Mickey. That would work, or Minnie, or whoever. But you can also cut anything out of a book or a magazine. And if it's too thin, it's not going to, hold up here. It's just too thin a paper. Just glue it onto something else, onto a piece of cardstock, and fussy cut around that. So you could literally use anything. I think a tree would be cute. I think flowers would be cute.
Yep.
Some of those Tim Holtz flowers that we die cut would work with that. So let me go through the process of showing you how we do this. And then we'll just laugh and craft and make some, okay? So I'm going to use this. I want to use a, hang on a second here. Okay, we want to use a self-healing mat because if you cut into anything else, it's just going to cut it and there it's going to be cut. So self-healing mats are awesome for that. So get a blade out. I'll use this little one, then I don't have to move everything. And I like to use a metal ruler. I will turn it, this is a magnetic one. I will turn it upside down. If I don't have that one, I will just grab one of my long metal rulers. This one's thinner. I might use this one. I don't know. I'll just turn it upside down so it's not away. It's, you know, it's flat against it. That helps to guide me. So I'm going to start by taking a card and we're going to leave a little section on the bottom like this. Actually, while we do this, let me go to solo screen here. Okay, so we're going to leave a little section on the bottom that gives us a space to glue on, and then there's our frame. So we're going to cut that out. So the easiest way, I think, is to just start with that bottom piece and know about how much we want to leave. However much we want to leave, let's just line this up. If I line the edge of the card up there, and then I line up my ruler with those lines, then I know I'm going fairly straight. And I will cut across. Hope this blade is still sharp. I will cut across that right there. And then I'm going to turn the card and cut down. Doesn't matter if you're a little bit inside or a little bit outside that line. Some of my cards don't even, whoop, yeah, that's not, it's sliding right off of this mat. It didn't on my larger one. Let's see if this ruler holds it tight any better. Some of my cards have this little square inside of them and some of them don't. So if they don't, you just want to leave a sufficient frame. It's probably a good healthy 1/4 inch. And I went too far down on that because I forgot I was stopping, but that's okay because it's not cut across. So let's see if I went through on part of it and part of it almost. So I'll just cut down that a bit. Get right up to the corner. I'm not going to worry about it being perfect or even perfectly straight or perfectly clean because we're going to cover this either with, oh, well, that was nice, either with pattern paper, like dress pattern paper, or with tissue paper. And okay, that's having a problem there. So let's just grab a different one.
So while she's fixing that, do you know that whenever you frame art or anything, that the bottom part of the frame or the inside frame always is, even if it's just a 1/4 inch bigger than what it is at the top, because it grounds the entire picture?
Did not know that.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Stupid information from Dawn Marie. I've got a lot of it shoved up in there.
Oh, we like what seems like a useless information because it's really not useless. I love trivia and, you know, seemingly useless knowledge. So, okay. Now you could make this like a little window or door too, but we're going to go ahead and take that completely out. Back to there. Cut through on one side, but not completely on the other side. So There we go. That blade was having a problem. I should have tested that ahead of time. Might be time for that blade to be switched. Okay, so here is our frame. Okay, and we can keep this because we could use her somewhere else. We could even use her to decorate. She's a little large for this one, but maybe I'd put her on a larger one. So our next step is then cover it with tissue paper or dress pattern paper. So I've been using this tissue paper from the subscription box. I really like it. So I'm going to go ahead and just continue to use that. I'm going to tear off a piece that is at least as big as my card there. All right, so I'm going to use a little of Mod Podge. This is paper Mod Podge. I got it because the only Mod Podge I had ever used was, I think it's in an orange bottle, just regular standard Mod Podge. And I always end up with a sticky or tacky, more of a tacky type of finish. And I don't care for that. But I do like the results that I've seen people get with Mod Podge in certain circumstances. And so I saw this paper Mod Podge and I got a small bottle to try it. And I love it. I really love it. I'm down about a third of the bottle. I've been trying to use it a lot to test it out in different scenarios. That's why I'm testing it on this as well. And so far it's been fantastic. I haven't had any tackiness at all from it. I knew I shouldn't set that down. But I got baby wipes, so I'm going to put a little bit over the top as well. And then I'm going to grab my dryer and I'm going to dry this quickly so that I can cut it and move on. So that I can show you how, if just in case you're not familiar, how to cut it and wrap it. So let's grab some scissors. And I'm not going to cut it right up against it. I'm going to leave about a half an inch or, whatever the frame is, or close to the frame. Leave enough that'll wrap around. Just a little bit to wrap around is all that's needed there. Okay, and I'm going to grab a baby wipe. Maybe, baby. There. Get rid of that. Okay, and we'll give it a quick dry. It didn't take very long to dry these. I finally broke down and bought one of these little Ranger heat tools, and I cannot believe how tiny it is.
And you can barely hear it.
So small, and it is so quiet. Boggles my mind, but all my others are so loud that I really need to mute myself when I'm doing this. This one is so small and so quiet that I can keep talking with you while we're doing that. So it doesn't, if you don't completely saturate that, it doesn't take too long for it to dry. Slippery, shiny cards. These are new cards. Old, well-used cards would really work well. Margie is correct.
Either that or if you sand them a little bit before.
Yes, that works very well too. Okay, so because I had been using that this paper, it was here, and that's why I used it on these. Otherwise, I'd grab some pattern paper, dress pattern paper. So, all right, so I'm going to make a hole in the center, and this is the easiest way. Anytime you need to wrap paper of any kind around something on the inside of a frame, just from the center, cut to each of the four corners. Super, super easy. Okay, then we need some adhesive on the back. So we're going to Mod Podge up the back. Doesn't take a whole lot, but enough that it will stick. And then all we do is fold the sides that we cut. We're going to fold, oh, whoops, wait a minute. I'm going to miter those corners before I do that. Just cut off the corners so we don't have a ton of overlap, making that very thick. Just like if you're covering a book cover. Then we're just going to fold this in and stick it right down all the way around. Super easy. And once we've got the outside down, we're going to go to the inside and fold the inside in. Fold the inside inside and out to the back. And stick it right down. See how easy that is? Okay, now the frame is covered. Then all we have to do is cut the excess of the inside square off. And I do that before I put some Mod Podge on over the top of it, because I don't want to cut the edge of it. So I like it that it sticks up just a bit so I can get a hold of that. Okay, and then I will put just a little bit over the top of this, making that sealed down so they don't come flopping up. And then I would set that down and dry that as well. I'll let that one dry on its own, because I do have one sitting here that is already done that we can work with. So let's move these guys. Okay, so this one is already dried, and whether you have pattern paper or tissue paper, you know, anything, depending on what you want to put on it. Maybe you want to put some brightly colored tissue paper on it as a background. You really can make these any way you want. So I'm going to pick a focal point, and on this one I'm going to use the lavender. And I wasn't going to ink the edges, and I don't really want to ink them. I just want to kind of take the edge off of that bright white that's kind of glaring. So I'm not really trying to vintage them, just tone it down just a hair. Okay, so we're going to lay it out first. I'm going to put that there, put it on either side. I like seeing the king still there, so I'm going to put it on this side. And I'm going to take a little piece of lace. I'm going to put some lace across the bottom. And then take a little piece of, I had the scrap of paper. I tore it in half, and I got 2 of these out of this. So I'll put this little scrap. I'll put this white part on the bottom so that can get covered. Going down. And then I grabbed a scrap of sari silk and tore that in half. So I ended up with 2 of them. So that can go right over the top of that. I'd like that to be peeking out. I like to see everything. I want it layered, but I want to see everything. And this is just a little piece of burlap. These are not very long. I just pulled these strings out, and they're not long enough to wind more than twice. So I did 2 of them, and I just wound them at different heights of circles. So there's 1 and there's 2, so it goes around twice. So I grabbed another one and made a little bit bigger circle with that one, and then a smaller circle to the inside. And so it looks like one big piece of string wound around a few times, but it's really 2. And then I need that to stay together, so I just grab a little bit of glue, any kind, doesn't even matter. Just put a little bit of glue right on it where my fingers are, squeeze it together, give it a couple seconds, and that will just stay together right there. So that's how I made that little embellishment. So I'm going to put that on right underneath that. And then a little label is always nice. So I'm not gluing these down yet, so that's, decide if that's, do I want a different color that kind of coordinates? But I like that because there's pink there. And I do have, let's see, here's the tweezers. I think these are pink. Yeah, some little pink butterflies. I have this tiny little punch, and I just cut these out of something that I had actually just rolled off my brayer or scraped my brush off, and it was just scrap. Somebody's coming to visit, huh, DM?
That was my don't come here.
Okay, so if I know that that's about how I like it, I'll, kind of organized, then I'll go ahead and glue them down. So let's do that. And if I'm going to put this here, I don't need glue on the whole thing. I'm going to need glue down this side. All right, so we'll start with that. Perfect. Okay, and then let's get our little piece of lace. And then I'll grab Fabri-Tac when I want to make sure lace or something stays that is not paper to paper. Use the Fabri-Tac. Put that right across there. Okay. And let's get our little torn piece of, I think it's a little pink ledger page right there. Put some Fabri-Tac on the bottom of that because that's going on top of lace. Okay. And let's get our little burlap. Looks like a little lasso, doesn't it? Our little burlap rope embellishment over here. And then we'll do our little piece of sari silk. Oop. Covering the edge of the rope, covering the edge of the pink paper, but letting it peek out. And I think this is paper. Yes, it's not a sticker. So that's going on sari silk, so we'll get a little bit of Fabri-Tac on that as well. Might need to stamp something on that, I think. And then we're going to do a couple little butterflies for embellishments. We'll get one down here by that label. We'll get this little bright pink one up in the right in the lavender. Tiny butterfly sitting in the lavender. Be a great place for a tiny little bee. There we go. And one more. Let's do one more butterfly over here. This guy sitting on the rope right there. Okay. Yeah, I think I might want to grab a stamp and stamp a little something right there, but that's just how quickly you can put them together. Super easy. And yeah, I think the little lady was cute. I put a little pink on her belt there so it matched the butterfly. Flowers, plants, trees, mushrooms, any of those things. Animals would be super cute there as well. Any little focal point that you'd like to feature. So that's basically the altered playing card in the form of a frame. And actually, those are two different sizes, aren't they? Interesting. They are. I thought that they were the same. They're not, but that's okay. So that's how easy we make that. All right, let me go back over here. Yeah, somebody really wants to come over here, doesn't he? Or is that she? No info is useless. I agree, Margie.
Somebody's here they're dropping something off from
okay.
Amazon. So I'm going to mute for a little minute.
Okay. You want to get rid of the tackiness of mid Mod Podge. Mix half amount of Mod Podge and Elmer's glue together. Don't use school glue. It won't work as well. That just seems like a lot of work, though, because does Elmer's do the same thing as Mod Podge? Does it act the same? So then couldn't you just use the Elmer's straight? I really like to just open up a jar and use a jar. I don't like to have to mix them. I will mix water in to dilute them. Have you noticed when I type it does if of and if it does? Yeah, Julie. I have certain words that my phone does the opposite all the time. I get the same with that and he. Yep. We know what you mean. Don't worry, we know what you mean. Cute teeny tiny butterflies. Yeah, this is this little, here's the page. This actually I set this down and I was doing paint on something else and using this as the page underneath it. And so I just came down and cut out these teeny tiny butterflies. I did some little bit larger ones 2 that are right there. But yeah, that's why I don't throw those away, because they make great things to punch out. Hi, Christy. Good to see you. Oh, glad you got to walk with the pup. Awesome. A teeny tiny butterfly and a dragonfly and a flower. Get to punching, Julie. I never even owned a bottle of Fabri-Tac. And I have glued cloth, buttons, and charms. Margie, what do you typically use for those? Just the Barely Art or the Art Glitter Glue? They probably work just fine. You know, I like Fabri-Tac when it's a brand new bottle. It squeezes so nice and easily, and then after a while, it starts getting thick and it becomes hard to squeeze and it hurts my hand. Hi, Sarah.
That's when you put a little bit of acetone in it and shake it
Yes.
up. It really helps.
I do have a gallon of acetone. Yep, Margie just uses regular glue and it works just fine on fabric. So who is crafting along today? Anybody making these along with us? Sarah's going to try one. DM's making them with me. So let me go back and get a double screen here so we can see what she's doing as well. And I think I'm going to cut one of these big cards out and see what we get out of it with that. That'll be fun. I'll need to find a larger focal point. Is that a rub-on?
Yes. They have these really pretty rub-ons at Dollar Tree. Look at how vintagey they look.
Oh, I have those. Yeah, they are cool. They are cool.
This is what's left over from me doing my ATCs.
Okay. Nice. So did you cut out? Have you done a frame
before?
One? No, I mean, did you do? Is the one you're doing now cut out?
Sorry,
frame?
I put it to the side.
That's okay. Oh, there it is.
Yep.
Oh, there it is. That's a good idea. I like those. Yeah, every now and then they get some really good things at Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
Rub-ons. Let's
this
try
was the best one that I've seen in a long time.
Yeah. Oh, I just cut that all the way down. Didn't even think about leaving. No, that's all right. So as long as I leave the other side, let me do that right now. This is going to need much larger focal points. So I'm really going to have to think about what to put on there. Julie heard recently that the rub-ons work a lot better than they used to. The rub-ons from Dollar Tree or just rub-ons in general? I don't know. I like rub-ons, actually.
Well, I learned the trick. I didn't realize you have to cut them out first. I was trying to do it all on the...
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the pain. You cut around.
Yep.
Yeah. You don't want to cut exactly on the rub-on, but you cut around it so you have some extra to hang on to.
Yep.
Yep. And then rub it on. Yeah, it makes a huge difference, doesn't it? Okay, let's see here. andDoug is the Jack of Hearts.
He's probably all the jacks, right?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Probably, yeah. It'd be fun to play cards with these great big cards, wouldn't it? Trying to manage them in your hand. I have a hard enough time with little cards.
Yeah. I still have my dad's arthritis ones that he made for himself. That's like a rail. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Because, they didn't have as many helpful things like that back in the 80s and
yeah, that's true.
So
that is true. That's very true.
He lived with
rub-ons get old, they don't work as well. Yeah, that's true. Be pretty to put some vellum over the frame and something behind it. Yes. Yes, it would. Okay, so let me cover this. Let's see. Wondering if I have... On that one, I moved them. Okay. That's too thick. All right, well, I'm going to use this just because that's what's right here and accessible. And some vellum. Can you show me the back of that one that you just cut this? Yeah. Yeah, the Disney. Actually, it goes this way.
The back is really cute.
The back is cute. Yeah.
Like you could use each one of those as a little.
Yep. A little faux stamp.
Stamp or something to that effect.
A little square. An inchie.
Yep.
It's probably. Yep. Those would be cute inchies. Or 2 of them, 4 of them together and use twinchies. Yeah, those are really cute. Need we remember where you put your playing cards? All right, so let's see what we can do with this great big one. Trying to think of what great big focal point I might have. Oh, I'm sure I do. I was looking for all the little tiny things and forgot about the different size of playing cards. When I went to the trade show in Vegas, I got some playing cards that they're at least 12 inches. They might be 14. They're huge. They're huge. So I'm going to put some packs together and donate them for the fundraiser auction that we'll do at Retreat. And those packs will have, I don't know, 10, 20 different sizes of playing cards in them so that you can get a few of everything and not have to buy, tons of different playing cards. Because I've got some shaped like snowmen and all kinds of different things. And these Disney ones that are large, but those others are way larger than this. I didn't want to pull them out and cut them up today because I want to put them in packs so everybody gets some. But yeah, they look like a lot of fun. That I think would be fun to play cards with and try to manage those cards. Talk about laugh and craft.
Right. Growing up, we used to play a card game with 4 decks of cards called Hand and Foot.
Yeah.
I love that game. I haven't played it in so long. But that would be fun.
I haven't played that in a while either, but that would be fun to play at Retreat. I like card games. Some people don't.
Yes, my husband doesn't like playing games.
Mine doesn't either, but I love to, so I don't get to very often.
Yeah. Well, one of his problems is he never goes play poker with anybody because everybody knows he knows how to cheat. So, but that's because he does magic stuff and he learned from.
Right.
So,
right.
So it's not,
Yeah, my husband's just not as into games as I am. I love playing games. Growing up, played lots of games with my sister. We'd sit down and get a Monopoly game going, leave it in the middle of my floor, come back the next day. Scrabble. Love Scrabble.
Yeah, I like Scrabble too.
Maybe I should bring some games to Retreat. Need a break from crafting. Oh, whoever needs a break from crafting. We can play a game. We can have a game going while we're eating dinner.
Or just leave Scrabble up and have.
Yeah. Take turns. That's a good idea. I have the Scrabble that spins around on the turntable.
Ooh. Fancy schmancy.
Let's see. And 3 for Thrinchies. Yeah. Oh, cute little cards that are circular. Cute.
Yes.
I love the different shaped ones.
I was thinking of pulling one of those out, but it doesn't have a good frame around it. You know what I mean? So I'd have to figure out and measure,
Yeah. It's harder to cut the circular ones out. That's for sure.
So I figured I just wouldn't do it.
It is much harder to cut them out.
There they are.
All right, let's see. Oh, maybe Tim Holtz regular people would be tall, would go on this. Let me think. What else? Doesn't have to be a people. Wish I had like a giant mushroom and then some little mushrooms around below it. That would be cute.
I should have tied the bow before I cut it. What is?
Oh, yeah, it's a whole lot easier, huh? And then make it, you can pull it as
and then
small as you
pull it.
want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking.
Yeah, well, we never do. I don't anyway.
No.
I'm like, oh, I need a little bow. Cut a little ribbon.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Let's get this guy covered. It really goes, this goes so fast too. You could make a ton of these in a short period of time. Oh, Margie would use a circular die. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Brilliant idea, Margie. Stick it in the middle of the card.
I'll tell you a secret. I don't do well with dies.
Really?
Yeah, because I didn't start out like
I didn't either. A card maker with dies.
Card maker with dies or anything, and I've just got dies that a friend gave me. So I very rarely use them.
So, like, what kind are they? Is it because they're not the right kind that you would use? What did she give you?
I forget about them.
Oh, okay.
Because I can probably cut a circle faster than I can go get the die and
yeah.
You know.
I get that. You know what? Might even be cool to leave that. It's not quite vellum, but it's almost like vellum. But what could you put behind it that would actually show through? Could have got an area that didn't have so much stuff, that was more see-through even. I wonder if anything would be. Put an image behind it. The lady behind the curtain. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. My fingers are sticking to it. Forgot to get the glue off my fingers before touching the tissue. Then they're sticking to the tissue. I'm gonna pull it off. Okay.
There.
A punch would be good too, though. A punch is faster even. Something bright. A bright flower would be cool back there. Yes.
I think I need to watch you guys how much easier it is for you to use dies. Yeah. You know, I think it's one of those things that I just need to see. I mean, I have them.
We're gonna do some of that at retreat. So
yeah.
Let's see. Bright flower that is large. So maybe that needs to come out of a piece of paper. Oh, I know what I'm thinking of. A poppy. I've got a big red poppy. What paper was gone? Now, maybe. Oh, there's cute dandelion, not dandelion, sunflower. I think I'm going to cut this and I'm going to do that on another one. I may try it with vellum first.
Can you tell the puppies got to this card? That's why I figured I'd use it.
Yeah, let that be the bottom and it'll get covered. So, no big deal. That's funny. Lucy was never a bad chewer. She didn't chew things up.
That's good.
Yeah. Very lucky like that.
I've had so many puppies in my house that it, you know, I don't even know which set
it was.
Which one?
Yeah. Which one chewed what?
Yeah.
Oh, Lucy got into one of my bottles of medicine once and ended up in the
Mm.
hospital. She's never even attempted to come near them since. Um, she likes to take Doug's shoes. She doesn't chew them though. She likes to take them by the shoelace and go outside. And we have a garden island in the
Mhm.
middle. And she takes them and she likes to run around and around and around the garden. She's made this little like
Path.
track. Yeah.
Mhm.
And she, kind of turns her head and they flop, they flap
Mhm.
around. And so she runs around and around the garden with them flapping. And so she takes him out there and runs with them. It's like she wants to play. She thinks if she takes your shoes, you'll come get her. You'll come
Mhm.
chase her because she wants to play. It's a very
Yep.
playful um,
Yes.
move that she does, but she doesn't ever chew them up. She just wants to play. Her favorite thing is to take a plastic bag from the grocery store out there and run around and around the garden because it flaps in the wind
Yes.
and it makes great sound. She loves the sound of it flapping in the wind, and she kind of turns her head to the side and she runs around like a greyhound at a track.
That's funny.
It's hilarious. It is so funny, and you can't get mad at her because you're laughing so hard. It's just so cute. She is silly. She's cute. She's just one of those. She's going to be 3 in May. I can't hardly believe it. You guys,
Time flies.
I know you guys were here when we got her. We got her at 6 weeks and she was right here on camera. And
Really? 6 weeks?
yeah, yes, they would not
And you
keep her.
haven't had any chewing problems?
No, I know.
Wow.
Yeah, they wouldn't keep her until 8 weeks, and we wanted her to stay with her mom till 8 weeks.
Mm.
We had to take her at 6 weeks. So yeah. Let's see here.
We didn't even put them on the website until they were at 8 weeks.
Yeah.
When I was doing rescue.
Oh, that's smart, Margie. Margie, her cuddle bug just sits on the floor next to her, and she pulls it up when she needs it. Puppy
Oh.
snack. Yeah.
Mine hangs on my one of my. I have tons of the peg racks, where you put the pegs in. So mine hangs on there. It's not that far away from me, but
So it's strong enough to hold the cuddle bug up and.
Oh, I don't know if it's a actually,
Oh.
it's probably not a whole cuddle bug. It's the
your
Tim
die-cutting
Holtz little.
Oh, the mini one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So I have that up there, but I keep, I'm like, okay, whatever. I keep forgetting to actually pull them. And one of the things is I have, since I've been reorganizing, I actually have put the easy ones, like all the circles and squares and all of that. I've put those on rings, and I have them hanging on the same place where I have my my stencils. So that.
So they're
helps.
easy access.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can use those as stencils or as guides to draw too, which is nice. I know, Julie, already 3. Yeah, I remember when she was so tiny. So yeah, she's only 55 pounds. She'll never get any bigger than this. She was the runt of the litter.
Oh yeah.
And we purposefully wanted the runt. I like the little girl runt of the litter of the boxers. That's my favorite.
Yeah, Bruno was the runt, but he ended up being the biggest one because I gave him so much love.
Oh, that's funny.
I didn't even know he was stuck in his mom. They had to do an x-ray and be like, oops, we got one more.
Oh, one more. Wow.
Yeah. That was a really bad case of animal abuse. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, the people didn't realize she was pregnant and thought she was getting fat, so started starving her.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah, so she was really skinny. Like once her stomach went away, she was super skinny. And a friend of mine
went to the pups.
Yeah, so one of my friends ended up being her vet, and she stayed at the vet clinic for, I think it was 3 months after she got back to Puerto Rico because it was so bad because she was so malnourished.
Yeah, poor thing.
Yeah.
Well, if they were starving her to get her to lose weight, and she's getting bigger because the pups are getting bigger.
Yep.
And everything her body can make is going to the pups.
Exactly.
Oh, that is so sad. All right, let's see. I'm thinking I want to use this stuff here to do something. We do need some lace or some something right here. Let's see what we've got. Oh, let me just pull the whole thing up here. It's getting so full, it's hard to go through it. Which means I need to use more lace scraps doing something. To get these moving. Too many here. Black, red. There is some red. Can't tell which side is the right side. Probably doesn't even matter.
Yeah, I just had to look for right side on mine.
Let's see. Don't know if red's the right color for that. Let's keep that out though. It's an option. Maybe black.
Oh, wonderful.
That might be an option. Dawn finally got back into watch, but having major phone connection issues. Uh-oh. Bigger bowl or use more of it? Yeah. I know, Marty. Yeah, I really do need to. I haven't done anything for a while where I focused on using lace and ribbon scraps that are in here. So I really do need to do that.
Next Monday.
Really. What about this stuff on
I
the
just
bottom?
got a great idea. Let me finish this one and then I'll go do it.
I don't know. Do we like that or not? All the buttons. Actually, maybe that would be cute up here, hanging in the empty space.
Ooh, I like that. That is cute.
I like that better. Just in the empty space, maybe not even to the edge. Yeah. Okay, so we'll use that.
Very boho.
Yeah. This one. So I want to use this creative stuff here. These are 3-dimensional stickers. There's kind of green and blue. Oh, that's a real feather. Oh, wow. I thought it was a picture. And a palette, the bird. There's two. These are separate. Oh, the key and the keyhole. Those are two. This might be enough for more than one. 2 words, a word on each one, and Guess making me think now.
That's a good thing.
On a Monday. Making me think on a Monday. Let's see here. Will that dream fit? It would. That would fit across there.
Dawn, I'm going to give you an idea of what you can do when you go to the quilt shop. Go and see if they have any of the little tiny scraps or, the offcuts of thread. You know how if they use a serger at all, they usually have a little bag at the bottom of serger threads that are cut off. Those make great crazy string, like on something.
Hi, Sylvia. So glad you're here.
Yes, offcuts.
In between here. So maybe I shouldn't use these on here. Maybe I should just make this kind of boho. Although some of this could be boho.
Oh, I do like the create with the palette, and I think that would look great down at the bottom with those things hanging on it.
With these things?
No, those still up at the top.
These need to be up at the top, yeah.
Right.
But because those are up at the top, that the
like this create thing could go down here. Yeah, I agree with that.
Brush may actually oh no, it's not long enough. Oh, that's great.
Yeah, be like that.
I like that.
But it needs more here before I put that down. Bird might be pretty across from it. I was thinking about putting this dream. Maybe it'll.
Yeah, you could put the dream towards the bottom. Oh yeah, no, that looks good too. I like that.
Thinking about putting that up there with the hangy thingies down. So if we did that, and then this could be over here, and this bird is very pretty. Go over here. We need some more stuff down here, though. Where'd the bird go? Just flipped right out of my hand. That is kind of matchy in color, though. This butterfly would also be pretty. That's really cute. With a little clock in the middle of it. Let's see. Right. Okay, so we need some more stuff on here. Oh. Let's see. Someone might be scraping against their mic. Yeah.
Oh, I was just going to get something off my table, so it might have been me.
Yeah, it was.
Sorry about that.
Somebody give Fearless Leader the bird. Don't worry, Sylvia. You did that. I caught it from you. Oh, she gave it to me just fine. Let's see. These are kind of boho colors. Not really with that red, though. It's funny. Sylvia. What are you doing today, Sylvia? Are you making? What are you making? Ooh, that could be pretty with boho. Cut off a little section of that. And I'm digging. There's lots of stuff down here. Oh, there's pretty butterflies. More stuff. Oh, hi, Christy. Yes, I can see. Wait a minute. I saw you before when you were in here, Christy. Let me go back. Where your comments weren't showing up again and you had to log out and go, dang it. Dang it, I hate when that happens. Yep, I see that, Christy, that they weren't showing up. Okay, so now I see you as CL. Can see you now. More stuff. Hi, Carrie. Oh, I don't know why. I wonder why your YouTube account does that. Very strange. Very, very strange. FQ, a month when we went to the quilt show in January. Oh, wow. 2 free FA month. Dawn. Oh, 2 free fat quarters a month when you went to the quilt show in January. That's cool. Yeah, Dawn. Pick out some fat quarters that you could make some cool covers with if you don't quilt. Oh,
or that could even be ripped up and used as, ribbon or.
Sylvia, it's raining again. Oh, Christy, if you use your phone, it works, but if you use your laptop, it doesn't. That's very strange. That is very strange. Yeah, that's Christy. CL Meter is Christy, but her other account that says Christy messes up and then we can't see her comments. It's very weird. Still working on April prompts. The stickled butterfly, although beautiful, is way too large. So made other stuff big. So then began operating in 12 by 12 size. Oh, I get that. Sylvia. Feel the love. Oh, that is funny. I can't believe that we are less than 2 weeks, just over a week and a half until retreat.
Yay!
I can hardly believe it. I know, I'm so excited. I was working on retreat stuff today.
Yeah, that's my plan after this. Let's do the 9x9.
9x9 page.
Yep.
Yep. I still need to do that too. Well, that can be done there if need be.
Yeah.
But I'm going to get my other page done so you can bind it.
Yes. And actually, one of the other things I'm doing is I'm making myself I know how I want to bind it, but I want to test it first. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Do a
make
test
myself
book.
yeah.
Good. Cool. You'll have to show me.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I
I have an
made a
idea, but
vampire one.
oh, you did?
Look at this.
That's
She's
cute.
a vampire.
Oh yeah. Oh, and the heart to get the blood.
Yeah, it
Don't
had the Liberty Bell on it, so I've,
gotta cover
covered
it.
the Liberty Bell.
Yep. No Liberty Bell with vampire.
Mm-mm.
Well, we just saw a commercial yesterday. Can you tell I have a little more energy today than Saturday? I lounged yesterday. I lounged, didn't do a whole lot of anything, and rested. Just rested and relaxed. I really, really needed it. But we saw a commercial for some movie that's out. Forgot what it's called, but Nicolas Cage is like,
Renfield.
what is it?
Renfield.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see that one.
Has anybody seen it?
No, because it's only out in the theaters right now. It's not in I only watch them when they're on, one of the channels that you can
Yeah,
choose from.
yeah, it's out at the theaters right now. Sylvia, you should be able to cram your thoughts onto 11 by 17. Yeah, that's how I feel. She loves that we're both going at this full guns blazing.
Oh.
Oh, Sylvia, you didn't come in at the very beginning. Did you see this little lady? And this one.
And I made this.
Emma's done a couple too already.
There he is.
There he is. He's cute.
Yep.
He's very cute.
Gossamer.
Love the dangle trim on the top. I think I'm really liking that too. I think I'm really liking that. It fits. It's kind of like a curtain. And it finally showcases those buttons. They're very cool. Mm-hmm. It just doesn't go everywhere, you know?
No, so I really like those buttons.
Yeah, I do too. That's kind of cool. So now I'm wondering about, let's see. What do you think about putting Dream on that?
I like that.
It kind of goes with the colors of this tissue paper. All right. I'm going to glue this down before I keep getting more and more strings and fuzz on the back of it because it's sticky. It is 3D, so that's cool. I guess it could be a part and have two. I kind of like the 3D. I like the 3D sticking up from the card, the frame. So let's just get some stuff on here. So, yep, I'm getting very excited to see everybody. And, yep, all the snow is gone. All the snow is gone, except in the mountains. You'll get to see the beautiful Rocky Mountains covered in snow. They are really pretty that way. But down here, all the snow is gone. We went from 30 degrees as a high. On Monday, we had 6 inches of snow. Tuesday, we had 6 inches of snow. And by Saturday, it was 65, and the snow was melted. Today, it's like 70. There is no snow. So it's funny. Yeah, I wasn't worried. I knew spring. It's like overnight. Overnight, we got spring, and I knew it would be here. That's why we do the last week of April, just in case we have that little late cold spell or late snow, and same thing in September, in case we get that late heat spell, or then it goes away just that week before. It's funny. It's funny how it does that, but it always seems to work. All right. That is kind of boho, isn't it? This would look really boho. A little snap of that right there. Maybe even underneath. Let's see. Well, sticking out from that.
You had to turn on the AC last night, Dawn? Oh my goodness, you sound like my
Oh
husband.
yeah, she's in Phoenix and they're hitting
that's
99.
right.
Yep. We actually turned on the AC in the car yesterday.
That I've done.
Yeah, but the heat went off in the house and the doors and windows went open. And it's beautiful, 60s and 70s. I love that weather. That's open the doors and the windows, let it all in.
Me too.
I love that.
That's why you might be able to hear my neighbor mowing his lawn because he just
okay.
started.
Sylvia is embracing the Wii in 2023, an 11 by 17.
Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah, Dawn, you're gonna enjoy coming to Utah to get away from that a bit because of course you're gonna go back to 100 plus. Thank goodness for good AC. That was I'm not a heat girl, but I sure love Phoenix. But I'm not a heat girl. But you just stay inside and you go from your AC house to your AC car to your AC building. You know, this is cool, isn't it? This would be very boho. Maybe on a different, I don't know, maybe on a different one.
Actually, if you would cut out, you could cut out that little thing right there and tuck it underneath there.
Yeah, this goes with that red. Yeah. Really cool.
Like even just that little flower. And you stick it going to the left or that one too.
Let's see, because it could go like this and have that flower coming out, that right there. So you see the flower coming out. Lots of
decisions.
Man, lots of scraggly stuff, which I love. Let's phrase this end a bit. Yeah. Nice. Okay. That's perfect color for it. Okay. All right. Nothing's glued down yet. Glennis just bought a small heater for the bathroom. 72 in Wisconsin. Yep. You're right about the same as we are, Margie, aren't you? I didn't realize that Wisconsin is so much, so very similar to Utah in that regard. We've been about the same, close in the same temperatures and snow. And Sylvia's still using her heating blanket.
I keep mine all summer so the dogs can have, because they like to be hot. My chihuahuas like to be hot, so they all go underneath it, and it pretty much just stays on.
Yeah. Oh, you know, it is.
Need another one.
That is hard in Arizona.
Did you go off? Oh,
me? No.
Yeah, you were. You're stuck.
Oh, am I frozen?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. You can hear me, but I'm not moving?
Exactly. Oh, you moved. Your hand.
Oh, I'm here. Oh, I'm here. I just haven't been in. I haven't had my hand in frame.
No, it was really stuck because it was like your fist was stuck like this.
Oh, that's weird. I was just checking my connections, and my connections are all good. So, that's weird. Okay, we're good there. Yeah, there's so many blossoms, things blooming in Arizona, and they're really bad for allergies. The thing that killed me, Dawn, was the olive trees. Let's see. Julie sent a photo. Are you making one of these, Julie? We'd like to see a photo of you making one. Oh, that's just all your pretty gel prints. Nice. You should put that in the group. Look at the yumminess you did yesterday. Awesome. Yeah, put that in the group. Did you find, Julie, did you find your cards? If you can't find your cards, just take a piece of cardstock. That'll work too. That would work too. Okay, so let's see. What else are we going to do on here? If we do this guy, we like this because that's good with the color there. And Do we want this little guy with the feather or the butterfly? Need some more stuffy stuff over here. So let's keep digging. Let's keep digging and see what we see. I'm thinking about that color palette. Yeah, in fact, it's illegal to plant olive trees in Arizona now because the allergens are so bad.
You know, they just did that with a certain type of pear tree here in North Carolina, and if you have
Really?
it, if you send them a picture that you cut it down, they'll send you a new tree, a
Oh,
different
wow.
kind.
Yeah, if you have it, you can keep it, but it's illegal to plant a new one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is cool though that they will replace it with another one. The allergies are so bad. I never had an allergy in my life until I had been in Arizona for quite a number of years before I found that the olive trees were killing me. There was one right outside my window. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. I think I like this. Excuse
Bless
me.
you.
What do you think of this? This would be really pretty.
Oh, that one is really pretty.
Put that there. And then this guy. I don't want to cover it all up though. It could come clear down to here.
Mm-hmm.
This guy
Well,
could
and you could also make that piece, you know what I mean, like cut a little bit around the flower or something so it's not
Yeah,
doesn't hang down quite as
that's true.
much.
That is very true. Let's do this. Should get the fabric scissors. That's what I should do.
Yeah, I went and got my I had already put these away to come, so I had to grab them out of my bag.
Pull them out of here.
Yes, I can also thin people's hair while I'm there too.
Oh, nice.
Well, that's what the scissors are. They're for thinning.
I know. You know what? I've never tried those. I've heard about using those.
I love them, and it
You're gonna
makes
have
it
to
look
show me.
really cool.
Yeah, I've never tried them.
Well, you can
Always
try
wondered
mine.
though. So yeah, you're gonna have to show me for sure. Okay, so that, yeah, that's kind of cool. This is kind of cool too, but there's just too many things for one. Because a little bit of that, if they do that, then don't need this. So which is it? Is it this beige one down here, or is it this one?
No, put that. Oh,
That's very
roll it
low.
up like you had it, and
Mhm.
stick it underneath the create thing, or like fold it in half so it's not quite
So
as
there.
big.
Yeah, I
Stick
was
it
just going to
under
cut a
the
piece off.
maroon thing. Yeah.
I was
So
going
it
to cut a
almost looks
piece
like it's
off,
hanging down off of that too.
yeah, but I might just.
And I don't actually mind it being, I'm going to say vacant, over on the left-hand side if you have it so heavy on the right. But if you stick that underneath the fabric,
Mm-hmm.
and you could probably even pull the lace over so it doesn't go all the way to that edge because it would hide the.
Mm-hmm. Like that.
Perfect. Oh my gosh.
I love this. I love this.
Yeah.
In here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that.
Don't need that. That's white. That's okay. I like that. And then over here, I can still put either a bird that pulls some of that red over, or you can't. I don't think they can see the bird or the butterfly that has a little clock in the middle.
If you put the bird, you should put the bird sitting on top of the lace on that edge.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It will right over here.
Yep.
Because that would balance. Might could cut this down a bit. Might be a little bulky. And this is folded 3 times. I could probably just cut a chunk off of that.
Yeah, you probably just don't even. I already put glue on it and I totally messed it up.
Hate when that happens. I
was like, I thought I had put glue on it, but then I go and I didn't use it fast enough.
Hey, KK. How are you? Thank you for the bless shoes. What about the olive mill? Remember that place? I need to go and get some great olive oils. Oh, yeah. Was that out in Queen Creek? Am I thinking right? Queen Creek? Yeah. Really cool place, though. They make fresh olive oil out there.
Yum.
Products, yeah. All right, so I'm going to cut this one right here.
That's what I used to tan with when I was in Italy.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay. And so this one, I don't want to hang down too long, but I like the top, but we're not going to see the top. That's just, okay. And then this guy, but this doesn't need to be, I'm going to cut him out a little bit more. Just use baby oil back in
Yes.
the day in high school, you know.
With what was it? There was something else you put in it, like mercurochrome, or I can't remember.
Oh, I never heard of that.
Oh wow. Yeah, my mom used to do that.
Wow.
Because we have the Italian skin tone, so the olive color, and I tan faster than I do anything else. I can sit out for one day and I'll be okay for the entire summer.
Which is interesting with the lupus.
Right. And that's one of the things.
I burn and get sick and then go white again.
Yep. Yeah, that's one of the things that I do get sick, like if I sit out for too long. But if I actually feel better when I'm out in the sun. Like I just feel more natural when I'm out in the sun.
Right.
And I asked my doctor about that, and he goes, "Hey, so, everybody with lupus is different because so I can go out in the sun, but like to go to the beach would kill me."
Yeah.
So sitting out at a lake where I can get shade and stuff like that, but I wasn't diagnosed with lupus until after college, and Mark and I had been married. So, however, my doctor now thinks that I probably had it since I got my period.
Oh wow.
Because
I don't know how it comes on, but I know I had it I was diagnosed at 16, and we know that I was sick for more than a year before the diagnosis. So, okay, how about that?
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Cut out the little flower, and this is perfect. That'll stick right in there. Okay, so I'm going to put this stuff down. And then I'll put the other in there.
Yeah, mine is hormone driven too, so that would make sense.
Yeah. So lupus is just a very strange thing. I mean, the word lupus in Latin means is the wolf. Yeah, and it's known as the great imitator because it imitates so many other diseases. That's why it takes so long for so many people to get diagnosed. And I know that it's way better now. I mean, for me, we were talking. It was 1978 when I was diagnosed. Yeah, I was young. So it was, there was very little known about it. And it imitates all kinds of other diseases. And they tell me and treat me for all kinds of other diseases. And it wasn't those things till you're almost dying and somebody finally says, oh, hey.
It could be. I think that my mother's mother had lupus, but because she was, it just wasn't diagnosed.
Right.
She passed away in 1990, and they just told her that she had arthritis, but she also had big sores on her legs all the time, which is another thing that happens. Yeah.
So there's discoid lupus and there's just systemic lupus erythematosus. Yeah.
So I think that she probably had that, and it was just they didn't diagnose at that time.
Right. So. Yeah, when I would lay out in the sun, I would get the big discoid sores. And I thought, oh, I got bit by a spider when I fell asleep in the sun. So I got this giant and it would swell up and there would be a little center and then no. Well, the joys.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Thanks, Julie. Yeah, I'm liking how it's coming together. I'm going to put this one right underneath here. That perfect right along that edge. Okay. It's really large. I wasn't sure how this large, if I was going to like the way the large would come together or not, but I am. I'm liking the way it is.
Hey guys, I'm turning. You may hear it rattle a little.
I didn't think about getting out large things ahead of time. I had got out little tiny small things in preparation for little cards. I love this lace. I think this is the last I have of it, and I love that. We had it at a sale probably more than a year ago, and I wish I'd kept more. All I got was the offcuts from the sale. But yeah, it's pretty. It's very pretty. So let's get this right in here. And
I think I already packed it.
uh-oh. What you looking for?
My black ink, you know, the one that
yes.
you need. Oh, I'll use this one. I knew I had a second one.
Improvise.
Yeah. If not, I would have colored on it and
hoped
that I got it on time onto this thing.
Here we go. Okay, that is pretty. I like that. I like the buttons. They're very cool up there. And this little boho tassel down here. All right, are we liking this bird sitting over here?
Take it away.
Or we could do a little ink bottle with a feather.
Ooh, I do like that.
I like that too.
You could cut maybe a little tiny piece of that red fabric to just sort of go around the edge of it.
Or we could do the butterfly with the little cloth.
Yeah. But you know what? It's got a yellow button and doesn't match the buttons up top.
That's true. They are green and blue. And let's see, this guy could go back here. Either one of these, I think I can cut a little bit of that fabric to go underneath it. But the bird sits, his tail's going to get broken.
So, yeah.
It drives me crazy when sticking out and it's really cute, but then his tail gets broken off. And if you put him in here, it just doesn't work. So I'm going to say, let's go with this because we can protect that feather right along the edge. Let's see. We've got more of that fabric, but we've also got just this plain brown. Does that black and white feather show up enough on the brown? If I put just a tiny bit of that? It does.
Do you have
feather.
Do you have a tea bag?
I do somewhere.
Because I was thinking if you scrunch the tea bag up behind it, it would be sheer enough to still see everything.
Yeah.
Of course, that's what I just used to do this, but you know.
I don't want to walk across the room to get tea bags off that shelf.
Sorry. Or something more sheer.
Maybe
some of it. Yeah, just a piece of that, just the tan part. Even.
Let's see. I don't even know what shape I want, but there's plenty of it. I don't want to cover that lace though. That's what I don't want to do. Because I really like that lace.
Oh, I need some up on here.
Let's see.
Oops.
Let's see. Large means you can add extra things. That's true. Tiny means you don't have to add so much. Maybe that's why I like tiny. Yeah. Yes. Glynis likes the bird. I like the bird too. I don't like it that his tail sticks out because I feel like it would get broken off. And that would kind of destroy the, I don't know. Okay, so what do you think about the little inkwell? I don't know that I'm liking this piece of paper. Where's this? Where are the little offcuts?
Okay, I know you're in here.
Sure. What if I cut out this leaf?
Oh, there is. I found it.
Let's see.
Right here.
All right. What if I cut that leaf and then hung this little jewel thing from it?
Oh, that looks good.
It's got some little danglies on the jewel. Might need a second leaf. Does it need a second leaf?
Yeah.
Coming off the other side. It's kind of just hanging out there by itself. There's a partial leaf, and that should work if I put it underneath. There we go. How about that?
Oh, yeah.
And I know you can't. Very cute. Oh, they like what you're doing.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, Julie, it does have gold. She was just thinking something with gold would be pretty. And you are so right. Okay, so let's put these two down. And then get that little jewel hanging down, and then I can pick it up closer so you can see. Don't put the pin in this for 2 minutes and it just gets all thick.
Yeah. I was just thinking I'm going to have to put some acetone in mine.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I love Fabri-Tac when it's brand new. But it doesn't last more than a week and then it turns thickish. Okay. My hands are so sticky now. Let's see. Okay. Oh, and there's some little amber colored stuff on this, which is really cool. Will match quite well with that. Okay. Hold. One of those things stuck. Here we go. In the wrong direction.
I'm trying really hard not to count while I'm doing this. Like the audible. Because I usually count everything. Well, I'm making like a cross stitch thing here.
Oh, yeah.
And I always go 1, 2, if I'm counting it out,
Yes.
I always count it even. It's like I'm talking to somebody and
Yep. I talk to myself when I craft and when I clean and when I pack orders. And okay, here we go. Let's see. See what you think.
Oh, I really like that. That's cute.
Yeah, the teal even kind of goes with it. But
yeah.
There. Okay, so we've got our dreams. Need anything else? Could probably use a little bit of dark around the edges, a little bit of inking maybe. With that little jewel hanging down there, some little dangles. A couple leaves that match that flower. They actually are the leaves to that flower. A little boho stuff hanging. Margie counts out loud when she crochets. Yep. I talk to myself all the time. Count out loud just to make sure I don't ever have to undo it and do it all over again. Oh, I can't tell you how much I love that Afghan Margie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Lucy loves it too, just so you know. Ever since I opened it, I took it out that night, and we try to spend a little time together on the couch every night, and watch a show or something just to wind down. And I put the Afghan over me, and Lucy jumped up on my lap instead of Doug's lap. I know. And now every night she's jumping up on my lap and just cuddling in to the Afghan. She loves it.
Wow, that's a big deal. I know it's a big deal in my house when a daddy dog snuggles with Dawn Marie or with a mommy person.
It's funny because some days I think that she's a real daddy's girl, and she is. Daddy's the one that takes her to the park, and other days or other times she's total mommy's girl. But that's good. The night of the hotel fire, yes, Sylvia, that night. Well, no, the next night, the night I told you of the hotel fire. That is the night. I know she was sniffing at first, and I wondered if it would drive her crazy. She was sniffing it a bit, and I just said, "That's Cuppy. That's your friend Cuppy." And she just settled right in, didn't have a problem, loved it. Cuppy smells good, by the way. Cuppy must have had a bath. She smells like she had perfume. She smelled very pretty. I thought it was Margie's perfume, and she said, "Nope, that was Cuppy." Wow. Yeah, she smelled very pretty. That's Lucy's going, how come I don't get any of that pretty smelly stuff? Bye, Dawn.
Have fun, Dawn.
We'll see you next week, Dawn. I know we get a couple more lives before. Oh, this one should be dry now. We could do that one. A couple more lives before retreat, but darn, it's so close. It's crazy. A little glob of glue there. We can pull off or cut off or leave on and just cover. That works too. Okay, I like that one. Okay, I'm going to put these with that, and let's do this one. All right, what shall we do? What kind of style? I like the big one. Now I'm looking at a little one, and I'm like, I really like the big one. It gave plenty of room. Okay, so the bird could go on this one over here so his tail won't get ripped off.
Yeah.
Let's see here. That was one of the great big ones, huh? Here's a middle-sized one. Maybe I need to do a middle-sized one. This is a fun thing to do.
And they're quick and I don't want to say easy, but you know what I mean? They're quick enough that you can get
quick and simple. They're as difficult as we make them, but
true. Yeah, like hand sewing, like I am right now. But
exactly. Really, you really had to do that.
Yep, I really had to do that.
Did you make little curtains in there?
Yes, I did.
Cute. I got the little one that goes across the top that dangles on top of yours. Curtains are cute.
Yes, they're made out of tea bags, and I don't know if anybody else has heard, but my husband makes tea with 3 bags a day, and so for retreat, I'm bringing all of those tea bags that I've emptied and have ready. They're in a box.
So glad. I am so glad. Because we are not coffee or tea drinkers. I mean, once in a blue moon tea, but we're just not coffee or tea drinkers around here. And so I've got some. They're like brand new ones that I bought, not used. Of course, I should just take tea and just brew it put it in the garden.
Yeah.
Just so I can have the used tea bags, huh?
I saw something about some tea online, but the tea they were making, it was like this gorgeous blueberry blue.
Ooh.
And I was like, I just want that for dyeing.
Yeah. That sounds very pretty. All right, so where is our point? Right here. I think I'm going to do one of these middle-sized ones. Done the small, the normal, traditional size cards. I'm going to do.
Remember how you said that the cards were different sizes?
Uh-huh.
I can't think of what the name of the card game is, but there's actually smaller, you know what I mean? There's different size decks for different card games.
Yes, that's true.
So,
both of those I thought were the same, traditional size, but one of them was a little bit smaller because I have some that are a lot smaller, or a little smaller and then a lot smaller,
and they all have specific names, like in the magic card person industry.
Okay. All right, that makes sense.
Yeah, so it's just interesting how me not knowing, and most people don't know that there are that stuff like that actually exists. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Sylvia, I can't wait to see your monthly thing now that you've redone it multiple times. Your April challenge. I am not cutting this very straight. Doesn't matter though, because we cover it, right? The different herbal teas make different colored paper. Yeah. So Glennis drinks a lot of tea. So we could make her empty all her tea bags at retreat and dye paper.
I thought it was going to be a hassle when I started doing it. And it's actually not. We keep a bowl next to his tea maker, and he just sticks them in there. And when I see that there might be, I usually do it when there's 6 in there. I just go and I start, and I put them in my neighbor takes the tea for her garden, and so I bring it over in a little container for her, and so it's not bad.
Good for the garden.
Yeah.
Yeah, even to make the tea and pour it in the garden is good.
Yeah.
Just to take the tea out and add it to compost is excellent for gardens. I have to see if we have the energy to plant a garden this year. There's so much going on.
Yeah, that's my problem. I can get it planted. It's having the energy to do it from the time it starts to.
It does take a lot. I like to do, if nothing else, I like to do a bunch of tomatoes.
Yeah.
And if we do tomatoes, then we got to throw in a few peppers, some jalapenos, habaneros, tomatillos, a little salsa garden. It's my favorite. They love the card you just did.
Oh, thanks. I'm actually going to print one of the bats and put it across here right underneath the A.
Oh, good.
But I'm going to put it on this kind of paper right here. But this is that music.
Print it and then put it and glue it onto the player piano music.
This is the biggest bat.
Do you have a bat stamp?
I do.
Perfect.
I'm either stamps or stencils. Those are my favorite things.
Yeah. I have hundreds and hundreds of stamps that we need to have a stamp clearance sale at some point. Wood-mounted stamps that I got from a couple of estate sales, and majority of them are not even used.
Where is my old one? I have one that's dried out that you could never use, but my father had it and he remembers his grandmother having it. So it's like it's a letter. So we keep it.
That's
So I
cool.
keep it,
Yeah. That's cool.
It's an H for Hall.
Aw.
Ooh, that's what I wanted to do.
Or for Hobbs. You
Yes,
could use
Hobbs.
an H. See, you could use an H. I didn't want my scissors to get all gluey, so I'm doing this the hard way. Dawn has bags of tea grounds saved too. Margie, I have a thought about that. We need to talk about that.
Virgin stamps.
Virgin stamps that have never been used. Yeah, lots of those. Well, I got them because I thought, oh, these are just cool. And people will like these. I like them, but I've got like plenty of stamps, but I got them, but then just haven't had time to even sort them, organize them, and have a sale with them. And there's just a lot. People could be using them and enjoying them. Maybe I need to bring them to retreat. Let you guys go through them first. Dawn has lots of them. That died rereading out stamps, not only my own obsession, but several friends have donated theirs. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I had a friend that had to take in her grandson. So his room was her craft room.
So she had to get some stuff.
So she gave me a lot of stuff that I don't, I had made a couple journals and wasn't even using that kind of stuff. And she's like, oh, here, just come and take what you want.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Wow, that's kind of cool.
So she said, I won't be able to craft for about 6 years.
Oh, you said you can come to my house and craft.
Yeah.
I'll take your stuff. You come to my house. We'll craft here.
Yeah, she might be able, once he goes to daycare, goes to kindergarten or preschool or whatever they call it. She might be able to get some time, but she.
Oh, didn't realize he was that young.
Yes, yes, he wasn't even a year old.
Oh, wow. That's time consuming.
Yep. And she's.
I get it.
4 years older than me, so.
Wow.
Yep.
That's a rough life start at this age, starting.
Well, and yeah. That's why I was like, you're crazy. And she's like, who else is going to take him,
Right.
So.
Gotta save him. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, kudos to her for doing that.
Yeah.
Putting the child's life above.
Yeah, it changed their life totally. Like they were getting ready to retire and so.
Wow.
Okay. I say it's done.
Oh, I agree. And I love it. I love the bats on the tea bags. The stamped.
Yeah, I do. I like that.
That's cute. Yeah.
And see, there's that ripped corner that I'm at. That was the dogs had eaten.
Yep.
So it's totally covered.
Doesn't matter. Yep. Love it. That's very cute.
Thank you. Oops. I almost just knocked a dog in the face.
Sitting in your lap?
I'm standing up to do this today because I didn't want them to be in my lap.
Right.
If I stand up, they're in their little comfy, cozy cart.
Right.
So
you almost kicked them?
Well, my elbow, they're right at my elbow height.
Oh, right there. Yeah. Aw.
So.
Oops, I just dropped it.
Okay, I had started a cat one, but what did I do with it? Here it is. And I was going to use this. And Where's that other one? Here.
Okay. Okay. Oh my goodness, Glennis, I would need a chant in order to accomplish that. Wait, let me back up. Unmounted. Margie, you unmounted all of your wood mounts. I started to, and yeah, I get stuck in that because I like the way they stamp being wood mounted, but I agree the space is an issue. Just an issue. So, so part of mine are, part of mine aren't.
Yeah, I do like using the clear one. You know, when it's easier for me to stamp when I have a clear base, so I can see where things are going. But it's when they're on wood, I hate taking them off.
Yeah,
that's the way they're there.
Yeah. Some of them come off really easily. They just peel off. Others don't come off as easily.
What is it? The brand that's like Red Barn or Red something?
Oh, red rubber.
Yeah.
What? It's something. Yeah.
They stay on their stamps like nobody's business. It's hard to get them off.
Remember the both Margie and I've been stamping up. That's yeah. It's a lot of stamping up stamps. Yeah, Margie wasn't, but she had bought all of them for over 30 years. You should have been.
I only have one set of those.
These are moving the stamps with undo. Oh, undo. I haven't tried undo.
Oh.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Mine are all unmounted, but have so few that they all fit in one drawer. Okay.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. Yeah. I think undo would work. I can see that working very, very well. I think that's a good idea. Well, anybody who wants to donate stamps, we would do them in the HPP fundraiser sale. We're going to do one at each. It's just going to be biannual, one at each retreat, because it's a lot of fun to do it at retreat with everybody there. But this is going into everything for the HPP fundraiser goes into a special fund and is used for a lot of things just for HPP. And like it can help provide some food at retreat to help save money for people that are having to pay to get here. Everybody's having to pay to get here, no matter how they get here. But it can help, provide food and prizes. It can help us have giveaways, more giveaways throughout the year. It can cover StreamYard and all the little things. There's a lot of little things. So I have some that I will donate to that, and I have others that I just need to clearance out with for whatever I paid for them. But all your unmounteds are in a shelf the hubby and friend made for me, but you've gotten so many more since then. Oh, I love undo too. Sylvia will purchase stamps. We love stamps, huh? So I have so few. I sort by subject in plastic bags. Yes. The DVD style containers, stamp the stamps. The paper on the front. Yep. And the number on the spine. That's a great idea by genre. Yeah, it's interesting how a different sorting style works for everybody.
Yep.
Yeah. And you know what, Dawn, that is such a big job to go through them that it's almost overwhelming to even think about doing that. So I'm more of like pick a shelf or a container or whatever it is and just go through the one container, bring those and deal with those. And then for the next time, go through one more container or shelf, whatever it is. Because, man, if I think about, I donated and gave away and I gave a lot of those wood mounted stamps to people who were getting started and didn't have things. And so I cut my stamp collection, my wood mounted stamp collection, in half. And then I cut it in half again. And then I cut it in half again over the last 2 years. And I think I still have plenty. I still have a lot. Enough that I'm still thinking about taking them off the wood. But I do like the way they stamp on the wood. I really would like to use this little dragonfly.
It's cute.
Yeah.
I like that purple flower too.
Yeah, they came out of the same set, so they would go really nicely together. Let me see what else was in that might go with them. Teeny tiny butterfly. Or maybe he would go with this bird because it has some of that green in it right there, and the blue kind of goes with that key. Let's see what else is in that butterfly set. Not just butterflies and flowers and all kinds of stuff. Oh, great big giant robin.
Fly, robin, fly.
Feel up to the sky.
Good old Denny Cario and Dance Fever.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty. He would be pretty on one of these.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, the coloring goes great with that.
Yeah. And there's a bigger dragonfly if that one's too little. But it might not be too little. Can't even get hold of it. And the flower, yeah.
Wait, you made cards for each set and put in a card catalog? That's a little, that's much.
Wow.
That's big.
Yeah, but she could find everything.
Yes.
She has so many and then return it to where it goes easily. Now, then you get so many, it's just overwhelming. Lover, bear, my drill, my barrel in elementary fed my desire for everything English language. Then in junior high, I would seek out for Old English. My high school librarian fed me art, music, history. Wow, that's cool. That is very cool. All right, let's see.
My friend isn't a librarian.
Really?
Yeah, she's at one of the colleges in Richmond, Virginia.
Ooh.
Not too far from me.
Yeah. That's pretty.
But she's not a crafter.
Well, darn her.
I know. In fact, I showed her some of the stuff I was doing, and she almost had a heart attack because I pulled
the books. Yeah.
And she was like,
yeah.
She told me, she goes, your father will hate and turn over in the grave for you doing that. And I said, I know.
It took me a while to get used to it, but when I really, a lot of these books end up in the trash.
Right.
And I would much rather give it a new life than have it end up in the trash.
Me too.
Absolutely.
And you never know what you're going to find in a book. I mean, it's just pictures that you don't expect.
Right.
That could be used for something that
never got even looked at, and now they're used and looked at and admired.
Right.
Okay, so we can go purples or blues, or purple and blue. So the body of that dragonfly and this one is blue, and we've got blue flowers, blue iris, and then this flower is purple, and we've got this purple flower and a purple iris. And I've got another, this guy has a flower with him. This guy does not. He takes up a little less space. Let's see what is going to be put underneath him. Oh, I always go back to this beautiful lace. But I don't want to only use that beautiful lace. Let's find something else too.
Yeah, because you already used the tannish lace. You could try to do the white, because I saw you had some white lace there that I know that you want to use.
White. Got that. I've got white butterflies. White bits and pieces. I can't even see what's down in here because it's so crowded now. Oh, here's a wider white. This is an off-white, a creamy, but I think cream might go better with these guys. Now I got fly rub and fly stuck in my head.
Sorry.
Margie, new earworm. Margie's my earworm guru.
Earworm, yeah.
Oh, man. Okay, so shall we mix purple and blue? Let's see. Maybe. Let's go over the other side, maybe. Maybe that flower's too much with him. Maybe this guy. That's pretty.
You're right-handed, aren't you?
I am. Keep going to the right side.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to put him over there on the left side. I don't want him to get, that's why the other one faces the other way, but I don't want it to get, I can leave this lace coming out here. I don't want his tail to get ripped off.
You could cut like the purple flower in half and have the, or one of the bigger flowers and have it go off underneath the lace. And that way, and the tail could also attach to the flower, but it would be hidden a little bit behind the lace. So
cut that in half so it's coming out.
Yep. And then you could move the bird a little bit, but that gives you more.
I can cut this off here too if we want to cut this flower
or
off.
you could put it on the left side with the other bird. So move the flower to the left side.
Okay.
So it fixes it. It holds.
Okay, so you're saying cut that off so we just see that part of the flower.
Yep.
Okay.
But put the bird over it so you can see that it's going to help hold the tail.
Right.
I mean, you could leave it whole. That's up to you. A lot of times I cut them in half just to save the other half.
The other one. And then this iris could go up here.
Or the purple one, the purple and yellow one.
Yeah, I was trying to see if we want to mix the purple and blue or go all purple.
If you do the more blue one, I bet you could get that stalk weaved into the lace.
I'll bet I could too. And the dragonfly has a blue body. But this little one, I can always make it purple though with marker.
Right.
This little one doesn't really show blue quite as much. But I could
and you also have a blue flower you could switch and put it behind the bird.
I need a little, I don't have it. Yeah, I do. Yeah. Little purple flower right here and the dragonfly.
We will rock you. Thank you.
Okay.
Queen, that's my husband's favorite band.
I like Queen.
He can play all of the songs.
Really?
Oh yeah, without even like thinking about it, he can just
Yeah.
bang into them.
I don't know if the purple and blue so much together.
Okay, so then put the purple behind there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the purple definitely behind it. But so if you use the
But blue
blue
might
or
be,
iris.
yeah,
Oh,
because the blue is kind of a lavender blue, and that could get woven through that.
and then did you try the blue flower with the lavender blue? What is that? Not daisy, but a
Iris. Oh, this here. I don't know. What is this? Um, um, um. What is that?
I don't know. I suck at flowers.
I do too.
Mum?
I know. I know. I don't think so. I know. I think I know what it is, but I can't think of it. Let's try the blue flower with that one.
I know all the weird flowers, like a stinking Benjamin and Jack
blue
in the
flower
pulpit.
is smaller. The blue flower is smaller. So, do we like the smaller? We might like the smaller.
I like the smaller.
Overwhelm the bird so much. A little queen. Yep. Glennis stamps feet. Yep. For a new stuck in my head song, a new earworm. Imaginary lover stuck since last week. Oh, I'm so sorry, Sylvia. You should have just said you need a new earworm. That's what Margie does for me.
See, and you said that, and I thought Penny Lover by Lionel Richie.
Oh, wow.
Penny Lover, my heart's desire. That was 7th grade. I listened to his album like 8 million times.
Wow. All right, let's see here. We could do, I think I've got a butterfly, little pink and purple.
Bird is going to crap on the flower.
What? Oh, not my bird. Butterfly or a bee. We could get this bee in here.
Her bird's respectful.
That's
when it comes
right.
to bathroom habits.
My bird likes the beautiful flowers and will take care of them. Yeah, that's not working. It needs something. No more. Well, I don't know. No more blue. No more blue. Maybe it needs this. Now all kinds of songs are mashing up in my head.
Yeah, you can't start this with me because I end up.
Yeah,
that's what you get for having a
down that road.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah. Okay. What's this little guy? Oh, it's another bee. He's just smaller. How cute! He could go up here on the iris. How cute! Tiny little bee on the iris. That's my neighbor's name. Iris. It's a very pretty name. All right. I'm not liking this.
No, I could have been doing this.
What? Let me dig down in here. Let's dig down deep into the bucket. Down.
See, you said bucket, so now I'm going to say there's a hole in the bucket. Dear Liza.
Down deep in the bucket. That's pink. Oh, here's some purple. Or periwinkle.
I like periwinkle.
Periwinkle with a blue flower on it. Don't know.
Hi, Nugget. What's up?
Nugget. Hi.
She's usually up with Daddy. That's why I had to ask what's up.
Yeah, what's going on?
If you're here, there's something wrong.
Uh-oh.
No, it's not really wrong, but, she's not up here.
Yeah. You're not feeling like yourself, are you?
No, I don't think she is. She's the oldest one now, and I think she's
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Aw. All right. I'm thinking, I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to try it.
She's losing her eyesight, and I think that is doing a lot to her.
Me too. Yeah, it's frustrating. Okay. So what if we make us a little fan? Maybe that fan's too big. Make us a little fan. It goes right there. Or maybe our bird sits on the fan. No. Or does our dragonfly sit on the fan?
Oh, I do like. I wouldn't have the yeah, I'd turn it a little bit so that
Yeah.
the tail is not on the where the fan comes in and out. Visually.
Right. No, I was just putting him there to see how it looked even. Yeah, it's not bad. Okay, so we could do fan. Okay, so if we do that, then we need, I have to sew that. We need something down here covering up. Keep going off screen, I know, but all right, let's see here. That's probably big enough fan, which means I need to sew it about right there. Somebody hand me needle and thread. Here you go. Flowers are bird toilettes. Yeah, that is true.
Either that or it's my car window.
Windshield.
Yeah.
Yeah, Candy could do what you're doing with her BP trim. Oh no, she's already done something with it, Margie, and I'm very scared because I don't know what she's done
Yes,
with it.
I heard she said she was.
Yeah.
But you need more to finish something you're doing too, right?
Yeah, I just need a little bit. I'll steal some of hers because I know she's still got some in a bag she's bringing. And it's actually to finish her page.
Oh.
Or to put on her page from last year's book so that we'll never forget her and her BP trim.
Ah, gotcha.
I need a little flower out of BP trim. That's what I need. Okay. Now I think I got this all messed up.
I've never done what I'm doing right now with people watching me, so I feel like I'm taking an awful long time because people are watching, but
I know. It always feels that way, but you know, I got a pin in my mouth, but
yeah,
it's
I
hard to
understand.
do things super fast.
Yeah.
And so many things we do, we take time. Everybody takes time when you're doing them. You know, even the videos you watch, the tutorials you watch, they take time to create it, and they create it. Some of them create a dozen of them, and then they get everything together and record a tutorial. You know, it's not the first time, so it takes time to create. You don't just grab stuff and slap it down. As much as people say that, they really don't. They really don't just grab stuff and slap it down. They say they do, but they don't. They look at it to see if they like it and if it goes, and you know, all the things. So don't let them fool you. Don't feel like if you can't grab them and slap them down that there's something wrong, that you're not able to do that, because they don't really do that. Unless you're truly just slapping stuff down on collage for a background that's going to get covered anyway.
Right. Yeah.
That is possible.
I actually like the process of just slapping things down. It's almost, and seeing what happens, and then from there going with what you know,
it is relaxing because you don't have to think about it.
Right.
And sometimes your brain just needs a break.
Yep.
But if I'm making something for a purpose, then I can't just slap it down because I want to make sure it looks a certain way. So That's kind of tough sometimes. All right, let's tie this off. I always double my threads, so when I'm going through it, instead of having one thread or 2 threads, I have 4. So I have to go through less times.
Yep, I agree. I always double my thread.
Okay. Could have done that all the way around, do another one and make it look like a flower. But, okay. Oh, wait a minute. Do we want that coming down from up here? Maybe? With the dragonfly sitting up here, maybe not on the bottom. All right, we're starting over. Except, still gonna have to do something to cover this end of it. Not sure what. I can cut it down a little bit more. Get a lot of the bulk off, but still.
Yeah, Julie, I've done that too. I've seen people put it down really nicely and then, yeah, you try to do the same thing. But I think it really, and then it's a hot mess. I really think it has to do with, there are actually visual connections that you make with things. And if you can't, you have to make sure that when you're putting something together, slapping it, it becomes like automatic that you would have something touching, or or an odd number is always something that's very important.
They're slapping it down. They've already looked at it to decide.
Yep. And they know those things in their head visually. It's inbred or whatever, however you want to say.
So everything that they've gathered together is automatically going to work together.
Right.
Where if I grab all my scraps, they don't all go together. But if you sort the scraps and you get all the ones that are connected, and then you go with the numbers or the spaces and the shapes, then you can slap it down because it's going to work no matter what you do. They all go.
They're all there. Yep.
Okay, so I kind of like that up there. Maybe this down here like this, so it's not just straight across. And this bird then go like that. I'm going to hold that place to keep that kind of like that. Oh, let's see. What else do we have? Maybe this does need to be over here. Maybe we do need the other bird.
I'm going to mute for a second.
Okay. All right. So tell me what you think of this. I'm going to flip it over to the other side. I'm going to put the other bird. May take that little flower off of him. Don't know. Oh, hard to hold that. I can hold it with the bird. And then take this iris and put it over here. Getting a little crowded.
Okay. Just needed to double check that we were still going to have steak tonight for dinner.
Ooh, that sounds yummy. Guess I should be thinking about dinner, huh? Somebody would appreciate. Okay, what do you think of that? This little guy fan coming out up here, the iris over here, the other opposite bird, and then this kind of fanned out just a little bit underneath him, so it's not just straight across.
Can you take the iris off?
Are you busy? Yeah. I want something there, but that iris was just too much. How about this iris?
Thank you,
honey. This iris. It's not quite so much. Is that still too much? Or this one?
Can you move the blue with the B on it over to the left-hand side? Upper left-hand corner? Because then that makes a triangle with the blue flower.
Yeah, that's better. That's better, and then I don't need that
and
iris.
And then if you took something and had it just, even if you just drew a line on the, like a double line, to carry your eye from the left-hand side and down to the flower, you know how you would put, here, for instance, I'm just grabbing something, I don't even know what I have. But if you went like this, and then down like that, and then,
just to connect this.
Just to connect it and make your own frame out of it, I think that would work. And it's basic enough that
I'm even wondering about that little. Actually, I think. No. I don't know. Maybe this guy up here. I think it needs some dark around the edge too. I think that will help frame it and connect it. How about that little dragonfly? I know you can't see him very well down there. Okay, I think I'm liking this best of all. But I think, first of all, it needs... Let me move this big old bowl o' lace. Let's get it a little bit of aging here.
That will help too.
Yeah, I think that will help connect the whole, or ground the whole frame, actually.
Yes,
it's too light around the edge.
Yep.
And it's much easier to do it before putting everything on it than after. What, the iris doesn't work? Yep. Don't hide anything. I don't hide anything of craft gremlins. Yep, that's me. Oh my goodness, it's after 2. Oh, I didn't. Margie, why didn't you scream at me? I didn't realize it was so late. Yeah, we're already 20 minutes over.
It's because we're having so much fun.
I know. Time flies when you're having fun, huh? I'm going to do the inside of this a bit too. Yeah, but I got stuff to do for retreat that I got to get back to. And I better go pull some steaks out of the freezer. Now that you said that.
Sorry.
Well, I don't know what else we were going to have, so that's actually an easy dinner. So
yeah.
Okay, let me glue this guy down, and we'll be done here. Put a bunch of glue. Yeah, that went really fast, didn't it? This did not seem like 2 hours. Maybe it did to them. Maybe it did to them, but it didn't to me. It seemed to go really fast today, guys.
Yeah.
It was fun. Let's see. Lots of great ideas you guys had. Okay, that, nope. That needs to go further out. Here we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, that'll work. And then, I don't know which is the right side and not on this. They both look the same. That is so weird. All right, so
if they're machine made, it's hard to tell.
Yeah, it really is. Some way more than others. Okay, and This one. And one more. Okay, so this one's going to go here. And flowers going behind him, right? I got to remember what we were doing. And this guy. Do we want this flower? Yeah, it's not bad. I don't know that it's needed. Well, it kind of is. He needs something to sit on. All right. Let's do this. Oh, this is getting really hard to squeeze. Okay. I'll do this and this. So this needs.
Leave on bird flower.
Okay. Yeah, I think it needs something. It needed something anyway, so that flower will be just fine.
Yes. Please don't forget to do your thumbs up.
Oh, yeah.
And in the comments, do the 1,000 subs. Thank you
Hashtag 1,000 subs. You have to come back as soon as we end the live and leave a comment with hashtag 1,000 subs. And it would be really awesome to do that drawing from retreat. That really would be so much fun, having everybody there to yell and scream for the winner.
And be really jealous.
Exactly. Who do we have to ship this box to? Wait a minute. I want to take it home. That would. I don't even know what we're at. Can you guys see while we're in live, or do we have to wait till we go out of live to see? Can you see how many subscribers we have? It seemed like we were getting close to 900. Okay.
I see dead people. I mean, I see 857.
857. Okay. So we need 140, roughly 140 subscribers. Can we do that in 2 weeks? We can. We did a big push last year and we had 100 new subscribers in less than a week. We could do that. You know what? Remember when I said I had a second box packed, and if we did it by the end of the year, we would give away a second box?
Mm-hmm.
What if I repacked that box that I emptied and said if we can draw it from retreat, so by April 27th, that will do 2.
That's a great idea.
What if I do that, guys? So that means we all need to share. Okay, so hitting like, subscribe, notifications, the thumbs up for sure, because the more thumbs up there are, the more YouTube will take this and put it in other people's feed to say, hey, you might like this. It's similar to other things you're watching. You know, we all get those in our feeds. So the more thumbs up, the more they will do that to new people, so that it can be seen. And then hit the share, and whether you take the link or hit the share, to somebody else on YouTube, but you can hit share and then grab the link and then message it to anybody. And don't just message it with nothing, but message it and send them, a personal message. Just type something that says, hey, we are really trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by April 27th. Can you help us out? Or, whatever it is, depending on who you're sending it to. That would be awesome. We can do 140 in a week, in 2 weeks. That would be 2 weeks. So too. We actually have 2 weeks because it can be the middle of retreat.
It can be up That'd to be more exciting.
Yeah, up to the 27th is the last night. So it'd be great to have it by the 26th. But yeah, but if it's done so that we can draw while everybody is still at retreat, I will repack a second box. Yeah, I can do that. Oh, that's exciting. I will do that. I will go repack a second box and you know, it wouldn't hurt anybody to put a message in the group and say, hey, if you haven't subscribed to the Happy Paper People YouTube channel, here's the link. Please do. We have a lot of fun here, but HPP is giving away 2 boxes, each worth over $450 when we hit 1,000 subscribers by April 27th.
Right.
So that would encourage anybody who's in the group that hasn't subscribed to go ahead and do that. Okay, what do you think? Does it need something else, or is he good? He seems a little pale.
I wonder if you just put a little more pink down by his, like his gullet, his
right here.
Yeah, and maybe put a little tiny bit up in the dragonfly too, and it would.
Yeah.
Colors.
I'm also wondering about some butterflies. Either these teeny tiny, like that teeny tiny one could go right there on that flower.
I'm not cutting him. I'm cutting around him.
Oh, the kitty. He's cute. Yeah. Oh, your card. Also have bigger butterfly that could go on his legs. Here's another teeny tiny one. Oh, I know. This butterfly could sit on the back of the...
Oh, copy sign up. I see that now.
Sit on the back of the branch that he's sitting on. Just get a little color. We'll add a little color to this.
If you set up a YouTube account for Cuppy, and then subscribe. And then he could subscribe. So I could probably do each one of my dogs, and we'd.
That's what she said. I could sign up Cuppy, but I would have to make her an account, and I'm afraid she would be on kitty porn sites. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Oh, not Cuppy. No, we'd rather have people.
I know, but you can cheat. People cheat those things all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we want to be honest.
Yes. What about just a little bit of sparkle to him? Yeah, these are sparkly. Let's see. A little bit of sparkle to his body, and maybe along the edge of the wings. Oh, right onto the card. There we go. That was a little pale and hard to see him up there. We'll give him a little bit of definition. Okay. That helps. This little butterfly, the blue over the pink will look purple. Okay.
I think
sky.
I might need to put his tail around the thing.
Okay. Now it's just making me want to play with a sparkly marker. Don't you start doing it and you're like, ooh, I just want to sparkle everything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that helps a little bit. Add a little bit of depth down there.
That's not going to work. That looks stupid.
Let's get a little sparkle on him right here. Okay. All right. I think it's time for us to sign off. Boy, that was fun. It really didn't feel like 2 hours. That went by really fast. It went by. Oh, it's Stardust Pigment. Oh, Sylvia, you got your boxes? Awesome. So glad you got it, Sylvia. Oh, you've got some fun stuff in there. And clay. Yes. Oh, the Stardusts are awesome. The crate is the box is easy to assemble. You should be able to put that together very quickly. Awesome. Now, yes, the lunar paste. She got her and paper. Oh my goodness. This was a fun box for Sylvia. Lots of stuff in there. Love the kitties, DM.
I know. I'm going to bring them to once retreat? I finish it, they'll come to retreat.
Oh, cool. They're very cute. Oh, I like that. That's very cute.
Aww. I have a couple other different ones in this set, so I'll probably put more kitties on.
Yeah, very cute. Very cute. All right, guys. Yeah, let's go. Some of you got to move on to Linda's live, which is coming up soon. And yeah, it kind of flew by. Didn't even realize it was so late. We were having a lot of fun. That is super cute. On YouTube, it looks even cuter. Kitties. Okay, so let's make a big push. Get 140 new subscribers by April 27th. I will go pack this afternoon. I'll go pack that second box again. I'm excited about that. I would love to give it away. Would love to give it away. Thank you, Julie. Thank you guys for being here. And those of you who made something, please take a picture and put it in the group so that we can see your card frames as well. It's always fun to see everybody's different take on them. And let's see, what is this? Monday. We may actually just do a laugh and craft later in the week, just for fun. Just a good old-fashioned laugh and craft. So let's see how the week goes. I'm going to go work on stuff for retreat right now. And that box, I'm going to repack that box. It's buy the stuff at retreat, so that'll be easy to do. At the same time, Rick Rack, nice.
Yeah, I know you guys have something against Rick Rack, but I have a heck of a lot of it.
Only a couple people do.
Oh, okay.
Only a couple people have Rick Rack phobias.
I love Rick Rack.
Not everybody. Not everybody. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, cool. That's good to know. Awesome. Okay. Love you guys. Have a great afternoon and a great rest of the week, but we'll see you again this week. Okay. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.